What's up, guys? It's Mark Parson, Cornerback Pro, former NFL cornerback of the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints, and now I'm coaching y'all up. Today we got a great matchup between Malcolm Butler of the Titans and Amari Cooper of the Dallas Cowboys, who he just actually got traded from the Raiders, and now he's with the Cowboys. So there's a lot to learn right here. Make sure you guys, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. A lot of the questions you're going to be able to be answered through the channel, so you just watch the channel. You will improve. If you do email me, make sure you guys ask me for the one-on-ones mastery program so you can learn all these techniques. So you can have a clue of what I'm talking about when I mention certain terminology, right? You will get really good if you get the programs, man, so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, let's get it. All right, so we're at the bottom. You're gonna see Malcolm Butler struggle in this game, and I will say majority is not whether if he's athletically gifted or if he can do his thing. Shoot, he's played in the league for a while. I'm telling you, his technique. My goal is for you guys to see it. I'm not here to judge guys. This critique is all in love and is basically here to help you guys. You know, Malcolm, at the end of the day, Malcolm Butler's already doing his thing. He's in the league. He's played. You know, he's made his money. You know, but a lot of you guys, my goal for the future, and you guys are the future, all right? So let's watch it. Press man. So what are we thinking? All right? Eyes, feet, hands. All right? You need, so that's three. That's three things. So eyes, where are your eyes going to be? We always talk about in our press man. Eyes going to be on his waist. Look at his split. Got a nice little wide split. So you can be inside shade, right? You can be inside shade, not too far inside because you're forced to open the gate. But look right here. Listen, and then, so once we get our alignment, we got our eyes ready. Now our feet. So you got to have a strategy. You got to have a technique. A lot of guys just, what I'm seeing, even NFL guys, and I'm not saying him. I think he does a soft shoe technique for the most part in this clip. But you need to have a technique you're going to use, so you know what you're going to do before the play. All right. There's a whole bunch of different techniques. That's why I mentioned the one-on-ones mastery program, so you can know this. Let's watch what he does in this play. All right. There's a couple things that I saw already, and this is, man, I'm telling you, man, there's nowhere else in the world that you're going to be able to get this information. Look. So remember the other day when we were talking about Josh Norman, when we talk about our false step? So I like a false step. The only thing is make sure you're not doing a false step with both feet. So if you're going to do a false step, one good guy you should look up is Al Harris. Al Harris was nice with it. He was nice. It's 1 foot. So if you're going to do a false step, choose a foot to do it off of, all right? But don't do both feet. It's a bad habit. It doesn't create balance. If anything, it takes you off of your balance when you do a false step with both feet. Let's look at it again. You see that? It's like, you know, we talk about the jump split, where one bad habit that we have sometimes as corners is we do a jump split at the beginning. So a jump split is where your feet go lateral, but this goes out here, this goes out, and now usually you get forced to open the gate. It's a bad habit. It's a really bad habit. So this is a bad habit too. It's not that it's a false step is a bad habit. I tell you guys, I recommend you do a false step on your soft shoe where you're inching back, but just do 1 foot. All right. Next, let's see after that. Let's see what we do. So soft shoe, bad habit. All right. So he took maybe 1 or 2 steps back. He was mirroring him. He's with him, right? Now, Amari takes him outside, right? All we need to do, so we mirror him, we shuffle over here. Yo, get 1 more 2 shuffles right here. But he immediately opens the gate. That's really bad for us, and this is the perfect reason why. Watch. One other thing that I see Malcolm doing bad right here, and we're going to learn from it. Yo, we got to get hands on these guys. So if you're going to see through this clip, I'm going to have to speed it up. But you're going to see through this clip, he's not getting his hands in the press. You are not press man if you're not getting any striking in it. Remember, it's eyes, feet, and hands. So stay in there, man. Stay in there, stay laterals and square as long as possible, and strike. See, now we got a head weapon. Now it's tough. You see this? We're all off balance. All right. We got some more. So watch this play. This is not a bail technique. He opened up. He didn't man turn. And hopefully they show the replay right here. I want you to see it. This is not great coverage. I'm telling y'all. All right, so watch. So this is how I know this wasn't a bail technique. Bail technique, as soon as he goes, we're opening up and running. We're on top of him. He soft shoes, and then he decides, because I can tell he doesn't feel comfortable right here. You can just see it. He soft shoes, and he's like, F it. I'm just going to open up and run. So let's watch it again. See, you see that? He's like, oh, F it. I just feel more comfortable doing this. Very dangerous. So the quarterback kind of throws it away. But look, you see this? Guys, have confidence in yourself. Have confidence. This wasn't a bail. I can tell it wasn't a bail. He soft shoot. He was in press technique. He was like, F it. I'm turning and running. So stay in there, man. Be confident. You can guard these guys. Just stay true to the technique. If you want to soft shoot, cool. Make sure your eyes on his waist. And we got to stay lateral as long as possible and get a firm strike and then squeeze. That's the first thing I see. We need the man turn to this joker too. Because if that ball's inside, you know what the receiver's going to do, right? He's going to engage with you, then push off your back, and then catch the ball. But the ball was out of bounds. All right, so we're up at the top. Let's watch it. Soft shoe, soft shoe. Same thing. How many steps are we supposed to take back in our soft shoe? If you guys been watching the channel for a while, you know. No more than 3. Anything more than a 3 turns into a back pedal. And then we're not able to get our hands on the guy. Look at this. You see what I'm saying? I know you guys are learning, man. I know you guys are getting better. All right, so you notice that's better on the feet. He's not false stepping off of both feet. Watch his feet, his left foot. Okay, that's cool. That's a lot better. We gotta stand there. No more than 3 steps. Soon as we get to 3 steps back and our inching back and our soft shoe technique, what do? Now we in there. We mirroring him, eyes on his waist, and you pop him. But when you turn, I'm telling you, fellas, listen. This is what you want to practice every single day. Your press releases and staying square and striking. Because when we turn and open up, this is before we engage and strike, this is what happens. This is the second time this game has happened. So he's not feeling comfortable, I can tell. He's not being confident. Right here. All right, that's the same clip, I think. My man, Highlight Castle, did it twice. But, all right, so here's a good clip. All right, so we're more aggressive. Here's where we mess up. And that's a tough look. That's a tough route. That's why on a double moves, what saves us on double moves, fellas? You already know. We've been talking about it, eyes. So we get a good jam. I would say, you know, that's kind of risky, but I think he has help in here. Do you see this? So because he doesn't have any threats right here, he's a single receiver. So he's like, okay, I can be aggressive outside in because I got help in here. Now, if that is the case, depending on what the play is, yo, I would play heavy inside, right? Don't get beat on my outside, and I'll do it. You know, you can do what he did because I got help possibly to help steal that slant. But this is what happens. Eyes are inside of the quarterback. And I think you can see it better in the replay. So when you're in man coverage, and that was a tough one because he's on him, he's able to touch him. But on that double move, that in and out is tough. So your eyes got to be right. You got to be able to touch that joker. You got to be in great position to be able to look back at the quarterback right there. And it depends on the play. So right there, we're more aggressive. Look, you can see the eyes. You got a head whip, and we got to make a play, and that's tough. That's a tough. And look, there are going to be some times when you get got. Just make sure it's not like a mental error, like, dang, I should have did this because maybe I should have played outside right here because of this and that. You know, there are going to be times you get beat. See, right here. There's no other threats right here. It's almost like they're doubling them. So if they're doubling them, you got to know where your help is at the end of the day. Know where your help is, communicate with each other, and take care of your assignment. I'm thinking that he kind of had outside because think about it. How many times you see a guy that aggressive in a press coverage in the red zone like that, like a jump jam down there. Jump jam is one of the techniques that I teach and how to do it. And also in his jump jam, oh, you know what? Let's talk about it. We're going to learn a lot. We learned a lot today. All right, let's watch the jump jam. So how do we jump jam? All right, that's one of the other techniques we talk about in the one-on-ones mastery program. Guys, keep your feet underneath you. So I learned this from Deion Sanders himself. When you jump jam, your feet got to come with you. and you're going to come back square. No matter what you do, if you're backing up, you're square. Your feet come back to balance. You're going forward, your feet come back to balance. Let's see if his feet were underneath of him or if he's lunging, which makes you off balance. I got some knowledge for you, fellas. Let's see. Off balance. His feet are back here. Look where his feet are and look where his arms are. He's off balance. Off balance. You see where he's reaching? Then he straightens up, eyes on your quarterback, we get got. So it's a lot, man. My goal for you guys is to be able to see this. So as soon as you see, you're like, okay, I see where he messed up, or I see where I messed up. Meaning, when you're watching yourself on film. Because then once you know where you messed up, you can improve your skills. So no matter what in your press man, your feet will come back to balance, even if you're aggressive on a jump jam. So you need to know how to jump jam. It's not something you'll do every what do you call it? Every play. But you may get at least one in the game. All right, that's the one we already saw. Shout out to Highlight Castle. I like critiquing his work. If you want to see the full, just with the sound and all that good stuff, definitely go to Highlight Castle. That's Dory Jackson. So they're just showing some clips. I'm telling you, man, once you master these techniques, you're going to feel comfortable. You're going to feel confident. And at cornerback, you got to have confidence. But you got to know what you're doing so you can know where you messed up. And as a coach, you got to know where the guy messed up. Like, I remember in college, I'm going to keep it 100. Some of my coaches in college, I love all my coaches. But I remember when we were messed up, we were like, hey, coach, what do we do? He'd be like, hey, man, hey, you got to figure it out. And that helped me. That's the thing. Because when he said that to me, I said, oh, you're right. I got to figure it out. So I started experimenting with certain stuff, and I learned. Man. All right, so what do we talk about when we open the gate? Now, if it's cover two man, it may happen because you got to play heavy inside. Let's see if they play the replay for that. You're going to play heavy inside. All right, open the gate. But if you just you playing man-free, cover one, you can't be opening a gate like this because they're going to get to the top of their stem. Look, he's going to get to the top of the stem, and we're not squeezing. You see, when you open the gate, I think it does something to your mind where you just want to run next to the guy instead of press, shuffle, squeeze, strike, squeeze over here, right? So now we're just running next to the guy. NFL quarterback, guess what he's going to do, fellas? Or D1A quarterback? And the ball was slow getting there. Joe Montana's putting on the money, right? Drew Brees putting on the money. So just giving y'all a heads up. My goal for y'all to be great, to be the best ever, man. There's one more clip I feel like that might be done. Let's see. Oh, man, there's one more. I don't know if my man Highlight Castle put it on here. Either way, fellas, let's review what we learned, man. Make sure you know how to play press man. If you play cornerback, you need the techniques. You need to get your 10,000 reps in. You need to work on your skills, know what not to do, know where you went wrong, where you messed up. You need to be physical. You need to strike. You need to be in the best shape on the field. There's no reason why. If you're playing cornerback or defensive back, you need to be the best in shape guy on the field. It's up to you. And make sure your football IQ and knowledge is at a high level. All right? So again, this is all love. Malcolm Butler, I wish him the best. I wish all you guys the best, and you will improve. You will get better. Life is a journey. So let's all keep working, including myself at all times. All right? Make sure you guys email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Ask for the one-on-ones mastery program. Peace.